Have you ever eaten a cloud? Well, I have. I'm making a 3-ingredient no-bake strawberry cloud cake. And I've had it before, and it's very, very light. It's like eating a cloud. And has no sugar in it other than the strawberries. This says it serves 12 slices, but you put it in like a 9x9 square pan. I put parchment paper in there because I want to put it on a plate and present it, and lifting it up out of there would be a lot easier. With the parchment paper, it doesn't really matter. 1/2 cup strawberries cut into little pieces. 1 1/3 cup unsweetened applesauce. And 4 1/2 teaspoons of unflavored gelatin powder. Now the brand that we have here is called Knox Gelatin. And there's a lot of mixing, blending type of stuff going on. If I had like a regular blender, it would probably go very well. I'm going to try my little mini food processor just to blend it. If that doesn't work, I'll have to get out my hand mixer with a whisk attachment. So we'll see. Here goes. I'm not a fan of those giant genetically altered berries. These are pretty big actually. This one has a pointy tip, and this one looks like more of a coin purse, kind of a flat. There's different varieties of strawberries. I find myself that this type is sweeter. These can grow really big, but I find that this kind is sweeter. And if they're like big as your thumb, maybe it's a little big. If it was about 2/3 that size, it'd be perfect. And they get really, really big. They don't have much taste. So I'm going to cut up the strawberries now. I measured it out with a teaspoon. 4 1/2 teaspoons are all 4 of these packets that come in this box. Just looked over the recipe again, and there's quite a few steps involved. I will explain it to you, and then I will show you, so you can watch. In a large sheet of parchment paper, line the 8 or 9-inch pan. I already did that. Add strawberries and applesauce to a blender. Blend on high speed until strawberries are fully pureed and the puree is uniform in color. Add the puree to a heat-proof mixing bowl. Sprinkle gelatin on the surface. Whisk until gelatin is fully incorporated. So I have a pan on the stove here. My double boiler was left back in St. Louis, so I've got a bowl, and the pan has water in it. So it's like a gentle heat, I think. Hopefully the bowl will last. It's Pyrex, it should. Whisk until the gelatin is fully incorporated. The gelatin powder should make your puree thicker and chunkier. Kind of like me, thick and chunky. Using the double boiler method on the stove, dissolve the gelatin completely. When the gelatin is dissolved, the mixture should be thinner and more liquidy. The mixture should feel warm to the touch, but not hot. Be careful not to let the mixture get hot or boil. That's going to be a trick. Remove from the bowl. Let sit for 10 minutes to cool down a little bit. Pour the mixture in a stand mixer. Ta-da, right there is my stand mixer. And when it cooled down a little bit, you put it in the stand mixer. Put on the whisk attachment. This thing. And you beat the hell out of it. You make it heavenly and cloudy. it'll quadruple. I mean, it's 4 times. It'll get 4 times as much volume in there and look like whipped cream. When you stop the mixer, your wire whisk should be able to hold a soft peak when you lift it up. Then you pour it in the prepared pan, spread it out a little bit, put it in the fridge, 6 hours or overnight. I'm going to leave it overnight. But I might make a very small one to show you in a couple hours what the consistency looks like. Well, let's get going, shall we? This is not a very big food processor, so I don't know if it's going to work or how it will work or how well it will work, but we shall try it anyway. There's the Snapple-sauce. It is unsweetened applesauce. Now in goes the strawberries. If I make a little extra strawberries, cut up and I can eat them later. Great on cereal. Okay, now, here we go. Okay, now I will turn on this stovetop. It has a fan underneath and it's very noisy, so this part of the film I'll just turn the sound off and have music playing. Letting it cool. See, this is noisy. Yay! Wow. This is a lot. Oh my. This pink cloud cake is supposed to be keto friendly, and for people that have diabetes, it's friendly because it's the natural sugar in the strawberry and no other sugars. Now, I would still ask your medical person whether or not you can have this if you are compromised in any way. It hardly tastes like anything. The pan was, when I put it in the refrigerator, was so light it felt like just the pan. So it'll be nice and cool or cold, and it's a nice treat in the summertime. So that's why I'm making it. Hope to show you this last shot of me eating it. Upward and onward. This is the one that was in the little bowl. It's very light.